All right, welcome to After the Whistle, Season 2, Episode 6. I'm Coach Moore.
Coach Tester.
Coach Crig.
Gentlemen, how was your weekend?
Great.
Good.
Great. How about them boys? How about them boys?
Is them boys still them boys?
Them boys are...
I told you all along, Dak Prescott can't get it done.
Get it done. Well,
Nah.
it's what happens, boys. You play three teams that really don't even count. And then the season starts and it all works itself out.
Then he got her tackle hurt.
Guys, I gotta say right off the bat, I got a phone call this week about our show, the first time ever.
Oh, really? Good,
Yeah.
bad?
Bad.
Imagine that.
And
What'd you say?
it came from Brandy Bostic
Okay.
from Union Station over there
Yep.
that we mispronounced their fullback's name. And she was very upset.
Olier.
I said, I can't remember what I called him.
Yep.
So I told her that I'd make that correction. Sorry, Mr. Polier from Union. Great game last week. We apologize for messing your name up. Big win last week. Polier.
Yep. Yeah, I found that same thing out.
One bite, everybody knows the rules.
Huh? What? What else?
You've never seen that dude
He ain't stumped the Crig yet, man.
You all never seen that dude eat that pizza and go to these pizza joints? He said, one bite, y'all know the rules.
No, I haven't. But anyhow, I totally got blanked out there. Anyhow.
Sorry, Brandy Bostic. And she is married to Corey. He actually found somebody.
Yeah. Congratulations, Corey.
Congratulations, Corey Bostic.
Congratulations. All right, here we go. First, before we get started, we want to mention our sponsors. We'd like to thank CarQuest Auto Parts, Hurley Pharmacy, Economy Drug, Wooden Horse Grill, Grundy Auto Sales, Buchanan Therapy Services, and Buchanan General Hospital. We'd like to thank them for sponsoring the program. And if you get an opportunity to patronize those folks, be sure to let them know you heard about it here on the show. And as always, always, Belsino's Pizza and Grinders. Don't forget to stop by and check them out.
Hoagies and grinders, Navy beans, meatloaf sandwich.
They do not sell Navy beans here, I can promise you that.
Or meatloaf sandwiches.
My boy, it'd be good if he did, but.
Or sloppy joes.
All right. But don't forget Belsino's. And speaking of Belsino's, y'all got a big shindig coming up.
It's already happened Friday.
Already happened Friday. Okay,
Friday.
take that back. Already happened. Shindig already happened. If you missed it, just like
And I
me,
did. I forgot.
You didn't know you missed it, and I didn't know I missed it. So it's about the same
Yeah,
thing.
you didn't show up. I know.
There's
was
a big
busy.
crowd here.
It was busy. Yeah, a very big crowd. I saw people cutting the rug, and you literally had a rug laid out out there.
I need
People were
to,
dancing.
speaking of that,
Was that you?
the next person here that needs to sing, you need to call John Cafferty and the Beaver Band and get them down here. They're good people. Y'all know who it is?
Mm-mm.
You know Eddie and the Cruisers?
Oh, yeah.
Them.
Yep.
They're just, we'll take it. It's about 10,000 to get them here.
Yeah.
What's that? A couple pizzas.
Yeah.
All right.
Couple grinders.
I did see the video now that you mentioned. I seen people out there dancing. Looked like you had a pretty good crowd.
Good one.
You got any more scheduled between now and the rest of the year?
In the spring.
In the spring. You heard that, folks, in the springtime. All right. That being said, we're going to go straight into our Buchanan Therapy Services recap last week's ball games. And, well, we had some, we had a few.
We had a major upset, and I'm going to talk about that at game one.
Okay, go for it.
Big upset in the making, and it happened. Tazewell 10 and Princeton 7.
Big win for the Bulldogs.
Big upset.
Come on, man. Why are you saying upset?
Well, the way I heard that everybody got hurt from Tazewell and they still won.
Tazewell limping around. I heard at one time he had 7 injured
Said the
players on
sniper that
sideline.
was at Twin Valley a couple weeks ago showed up at Princeton.
Yep.
Tazewell still can't get no love. Can't get
They did
no
have
love.
7 players that sit on the sideline.
That's
Two
the
of them-
truth.
I heard 2 of them may be out for the year.
No, they
And they
said
still
they're
won.
fine.
Okay,
Coach
good.
Tester
Glad
said
to
they
hear
were
that.
fine and they're playing, is what they
I
said.
don't know if they're playing. I heard they were okay.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. But Bulldogs with a big win going up to
Big win.
Proving the
County
Crig
up there,
wrong.
getting a big win.
But I forgot, there's another big upset. And we're going to talk about that right now. Bluefield 52, the big R38, big upset.
I don't know.
Big upset.
I will.
They
say,
got cheated.
I will say this.
They got cheated.
But no, I do think.
When you go to West Virginia, I mean,
Well,
they cheated.
Preach to the choir here. but
They
no.
cheated.
Richlands was an onside kick, if I'm not am I correct on this?
Yes.
Onside kick and something happens.
The referee said they didn't have 4. You
Yeah.
have to have 4 on
Yeah.
one side, 6 on the other. The film shows they had 4 on one side.
And according to what I heard, they just to prove a point, they're going to send the video to the Officials Association or the WS.
And guess what they'll do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yes, but they just want to prove that they were correct, and I understand their point. But here's the thing about this game. I followed this on Twitter the other night. Richlands was in this thing all the way, and you know what I thought? You keep saying they're coming.
Boys, you don't want to play them.
They're
You don't
starting
want
to
play
come
'em.
around, and if they play Bluefield like this,
Quarterback starting to play better.
better look out.
We gotta go get that cream out of the back and bring it back out.
Boys, the cream's never been put up. You don't want to play them week 1 in the playoffs.
Cade Simmons, 224 yards passing, 3 touchdowns.
Big game by Sage Webb.
Yeah, and we'll talk about him a little bit later on. So Richlands was in this thing. Bluefield basically blew the game open in the third period is what it was that gave them the separation that they needed to win. But Richlands kept coming back. Halftime score was 24-21. Richlands right in it. So,
They were in it. They played good.
and I didn't expect that. Go ahead.
What'd you say? Well, let everybody.
No, I was trying to say
I
what
think
game
that's
was
a good-
next. What game was next?
That's a good man.
All right, guys, we have Gate City at Union Station. Union 28, Gate City 14, and it started out pretty fast for Union, and I thought it was going to be a big blowout win, but Gate City right there, 28-14, good ball game.
3 rushing touchdowns for Mason.
Polier.
That's right.
Polier.
Union now 5-0. Gate City proved a big game. Down 21-0 at the half. Came back out the second half.
Only
And,
gave it one and a half.
Big game next week.
yeah, one
man.
second half, 14-7.
Big game next week, right?
Not this week, next week. All right, next game, John Battle, Patrick Henry. Patrick Henry 42, John Battle 6.
But that is very, very deceptive. Very deceptive. That game was. Did you see the halftime score? 14-6 halftime.
Who?
John Battle and Patrick Henry.
Does the halftime score count?
No, but it was interesting that John Battle, as down as they've been, was able to contain Patrick Henry. They may have showed a little bit of a little chink in the armor there for the Rebels. So hats off to John Battle for being able to hang around with them there for a while, because I don't think nobody expected that. Of course, they ran wild in the second half.
Next game, guys, was a shocker. Lehigh Ridgeview. Ridgeview 55, Lehigh 6.
6 is what's got me.
Atkins playing, boys. They're giving it to people for free. They're giving it to teams for free.
Is that like that Thrive everybody's taking right now?
Boys, he's thriving on them helmets and shoulder pads.
231 yards rushing for Trenton Atkins on just
They taking them selfies over like it's up and Thrive. Like them Thrive.
The Dynasty, boys.
12 carries, 231 yards rushing,
I think
3 touchdowns.
I think they had another selfie on there. One of their coaches posted today, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big long Duck Dynasty selfie. Duck Dynasty selfie. That was a good one Coach Tester come up with last week.
Lee falls to Old Ford.
All right. I think the game of the week here didn't go too well for the visited team. That's the next game here on the list with the score, and that is Grundy at Honeacre.
You picked them. Why didn't they go?
I don't know.
Honeacre's
I did pick Grundy. I never dreamed. I did not see that one coming.
I can say I didn't know. I didn't see it being that bad. I have to admit, but I did think Honeacre would take the win, but I didn't see it them pulling away the way they did.
At Homeacre.
They did, but not. I mean, it was 50 to 14.
Well, held
one
it,
time, or 40 something to. I just didn't see it coming.
50-26. Ian Scammell held. I mean, it's 98
98
yards. It's
yards.
still impressive, but that's saying a whole lot. And it's been 3 years since Honeacre had beaten Grundy, so I know that was.
Trevor Dye had a big game. I think.
Big game. Had close to 300 yards.
They had a 47-yard touchdown run. Matter of fact, Grundy actually led early on. I think it's 14-8. Trevor Dye scored got that big touchdown run and put Honeacre up 15-14, and then they just gradually started pulling away from there.
Big win for Honaker.
Yeah, big
that was
time.
set up. That puts the pressure on Hurley. We'll get into that here this week. Hurley and Grundy plays, and if Hurley wins, they can play for a district championship against Honaker. Next game, Twin Valley at Crig County. Did not see this one coming either. 54 points for the Panthers. Big time.
Big
Crig
time.
County 42. Big win for Twin Valley. Congratulations to Coach Ward and the coaches at Twin Valley for getting them together this week. And I mean, that big win for Twin Valley.
Well, Twin Valley exploded in the third quarter. It seemed like everybody touched the ball was getting in the end zone. Took what was a pretty tight game and just blew it completely open. So that was a big win for them. A much needed win after that 62-yard offensive performance at Northwood. That's primarily the reason that we didn't pick them.
Right.
I mean, come out and get 400 some yards offense.
That's big.
Very next thing.
That's big. And
so really big shout out to them.
And like we'll talk in a minute, big game from Isaiah Boyd. I think that the Cantrell kid threw
2 touchdown passes.
a couple touchdowns.
Dustin Jones caught one. I think Jacob
Boyd
Cooper
had nearly
caught
200
one.
yards. Right.
Huh?
Isaiah Boyd had nearly 200
Yeah,
yards.
right at 200 yards. So, boys, I mean, that's big. I'm glad that happened. That's a big win for Twin Valley. Congratulations to the Panthers.
And Craig County, I have to give them a little bit of credit here. 280 yards passing. They're slinging the ball around a little bit.
Well, they were 2-1.
Yeah.
Or I think so. Or at the time, or 2-2.
Yeah,
or something.
they're 2-3 now.
Okay. Castlewood, next game, Castlewood 42, Rye Cove 6. Guys, I can't get confirmation if one of the running backs out. I think he is from Rye Cove, and it just makes it hard when you only got one.
Plus Castlewood's not bad.
No, Castlewood's pretty good football team.
Castlewood
They did beat Honaker.
Yeah,
They beat Honaker.
They beat
play
Honaker.
defense. I was thinking, I got some stats here on Castlewood. Once again, typical Castlewood, and doesn't seem like it matters who's coaching. They're going to run the ball and run it right at you. 271 yards rushing. 8 different people carrying the ball. So, I mean, they're really mixing it up. But, they are, last time I saw them, they was running single wing.
That's
So they're
right.
mixing it up.
But they
pretty
had
good.
both backs there.
Yeah.
Or no, you're talking about Castlewood.
Yeah, well,
yes.
Rye Cove as well, I guess.
Yeah, Rye Cove was running a
Last
single
we
wing,
saw
too.
Also, yeah.
I was impressed with them when I seen them in the scrimmage up at Twin Valley, just how physical they were coming off the ball and how physical they were playing defense.
All right. Next game, Thomas Walker at Pineville, Kentucky. All 3 missed this one, guys. That was Pineville 26, Thomas Walker 6.
We probably should have, we mentioned something about them being behind before they got off the bus. We probably should have
Probably
thought
should have
about
Googled
that.
Bible.
Yeah.
So we could have Googled them.
Probably wouldn't have been a bad idea for us to done that. Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to Thomas Walker picking up that win there, but going down into Kentucky, run into a little bit better team, or we'll assume that's what it was.
We didn't pick this game, but congratulations to Twin Springs winning 42 against Hancock County, Tennessee, 42-34. Congratulations, Twin Springs. Chilhowie 48, Northwood 6. No surprise there. And
I mentioned, I didn't mean to get in front of you there. We can go ahead right now. Next week, Twin Springs was supposed to play Jenkins, Kentucky. Okay, Jenkins folded their program, so that's a forfeit. So we can go ahead and count it right now. Twin Springs is sitting at 4-2 after getting 1 win last year. So that's
big.
really good for them. Congratulations, Coach Warner.
all right, Chilhowie 48, Northwood 6. No surprise. And don't know if this is an upset or not, but the number 1 team in Single A got their first loss. We didn't pick this game. Was Royal Retreat 37, Holston 28.
Yeah.
Big win for Jamie Hughes and company at Royal Retreat.
And I don't think too many people saw that
What
one
was the
coming.
score?
37-28.
There was a little bit of confusion there.
Yeah, somebody posted that Holston won 37-28.
That was principal. She accidentally got the names flipped around there, but she kept us updated on Twitter as well. And then it looked like Holston had came back, but they didn't. Got any more there?
That's it.
That's it. All right. I don't think I've got any extra ones here to throw in.
Radford beat Giles 42-0. Guess who Radford plays this week?
No,
Big
no,
R. Big R.
Big R.
The Big R.
Chilhowie blanked. Well, they didn't blank them. Beat Northwood 48-6.
Well, guys, we talked about it earlier, and to me, this might be team to beat Riverheads this year on this side. And Galax went in, I think, I might be wrong, the fourth quarter 21-21 or somewhere in the third, 21-21 with Northside. And Northside ended up beating them 42-28. And that's a 3A school that's won 2 state championships in the past, 6 years.
Yeah.
So
Galax is.
and they got Galax got what, about 28 kids?
Yeah.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's.
No, that ain't. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
chocolate
that's
milk.
right. Harless come to him, and Harless
Yeah.
got it. It come from Lord Botetourt, Jamie Harless, and his chocolate milk, and they get it from Royal Retreat.
As long as Coach Dixon stays there, they're going to be.
Boys, he's one of Coach Dixon. There, you can't say enough about him. I mean, he's a good guy. Help you. Yeah, all you gotta do is call him. He'll help you. He'll do anything for you. But he's one of the best coaches in the state of Virginia. Period.
Another score we've got is Marion defeated Grayson County, and the woes continue for Grayson County. Marion led 2-0 at halftime.
What was it, 9-0 or
9-0.
something?
Managed to grab a touchdown in the third quarter there. So congratulations to Coach Smith and Scarlet Hurricane there for getting them a win. Then we got the East Side and Lebanon. All right, anything else? Any other scores or anything?
No, that's it.
All right. Thanks to Buchanan Therapy Services for sponsoring this segment of the program. Our CarQuest Auto Parts performance of the week for this week goes to young man from Richland, Sage Webb. He had 5 receptions, 159 yards, and a touchdown. And he returned a kickoff, 95 yards for a touchdown. So our peak performance of the week, brought to you by CarQuest Auto Parts, is Sage Webb.
And that's against Bluefield.
That's against Bluefield. Sage Webb, congratulations from Richlands High School. All right, up next we will have our Wooden Horse Grill will sponsor our Big Talk segment. We'll be back right after these messages. All right, folks, welcome back to the show. Thanks to the folks at Wooden Horse Grill. Food's so good and make your tongue want to slap your brains out. Stop by and check it out. Big Talk segment this week, gentlemen. I have an interesting article here. I'm going to start with, well, actually I have 2 that's pretty interesting. This one here, Poquoson High School has decided not to participate and will forfeit their scheduled football game this Friday night based on some videos that showed up on social media. My understanding was it's some Instagram videos. They weren't very long, 30, 40 seconds. Those videos ended up being submitted and transferred all throughout the area. And according to a reporter from the Virginia Pilot, they spoke to the administration there and spoke to the superintendent as well, Jennifer Parrish, and she indicated that evidently what happened was some students who played football at Poquoson videoed themselves, and some of the comments that they made were extremely racist comments. And as a matter of fact, her statement, well, let me tell you what some of the statements was that these kids have or mentioned in it. So they repeatedly used racist language. And one of the young men in the video says, if you're from York County and you want some, come get some. But it was preceded by a bunch of racial slurs, derogatory comments, flipping the bird off the camera and stuff and so forth. And according to The superintendent said the language and behavior in these videos have no place in our schools or in our community. We find it abhorrent, and while these videos were created outside of school, we are taking action within the scope of our code of conduct and under division policy. So my question to you fellas is, what's your thoughts on this?
Well,
Absolutely not tolerated.
it's not tolerated, but if it was just 3 or 4,
It wasn't the entire team.
why would you just, all right, you're not playing, you're done for the year, you're
agree.
over. What, I mean, the other kids play ball. I mean, why punish
The
everybody?
other kids wasn't involved, I would not punish them.
I imagine, and I see what both of you said, I imagine probably what they're afraid is that the actions of those 2 kids would lead to further altercations on Friday night that might get out of hand, and it'd probably be best to not play the game. And just let
Was
two
the York County who they playing?
Yeah, playing York. Yeah, they're going to play York. According to the superintendent, the school district is made up of 92% white students, 2% Hispanic or Latino, and 1% black. Whereas in Pocosin, if you've ever been up there, that's population around 10,000, about half of what Buchanan County's got.
I watched them beat the Big R one time in 2010.
But York County has a population of 67,000, 13% black, 6% Hispanic and Latino. So I assume they're just trying to avoid some type of racial conflict. They probably would have agreed with you that those other boys don't need to be punished, but at the same time, it's probably.
You're right, they're going to hold it, they would hold it against those kids.
But who would have thought this day and
Is
that?
it just one game there?
Just that one game, to my knowledge, and I don't know if those young men were suspended or
I
not.
can agree with just the one game. I thought it was maybe the season.
No, they're not going to suspend the season. I think they just.
But that's the
suspended-
thing, all right, what about the kids that did do it? They shouldn't play the rest of the year.
No, I don't think they should be
Yeah.
playing.
If they're on video and you see their face and they're saying they're done.
Yeah, and and what she mentioned too, and I think a lot of high school kids fail to recognize this. Well, I wasn't at school when I did it, or I wasn't on school property when I said it. Those kids violated something that was in the code of conduct under the division policy. You don't have to be at school when you say those things. They filmed this outside of school, but it was in regard and in reference to a school function or activity. And those young men need to be disciplined over that, I'm sure, and there'll be probably some regrets, but it's probably altogether probably a wise decision on their part to cancel that game, I would say.
Yeah, that's a good point.
One more thing, one more point there.
Well, it's-
Athletic trainers, this was recently been brought up in West Virginia. Of course, you and I know this. I was saying years ago we was this close to getting athletic trainers, and boy, I was wrong. West Virginia, of course, they've had athletic trainers for years. They're saying now that they have approximately 30 high school athletic trainers looking after thousands of athletes. And the problem they're saying is, and in West Virginia, athletic trainers are, mandated by state law. You have to have them. Well, what they're arguing is that most of these schools don't even have the standard equipment to take care of injuries, and you got a trainer trying to handle 10, 15, 20 kids. They're understaffed, undermanned,
Underpaid.
and underpaid, I'm sure.
Well, the big thing is, and
Look-
what's gonna hurt, trying to get everybody to get it, the school systems, the way that people manages money, and it's everywhere, there ain't enough money to pay what you need to pay each school to have a trainer.
But the liability that comes with, I'm surprised it hasn't been mandated in the state. I'm surprised it's not been mandated at the local or district level. that you
Well,
should
here
have.
in about 5 or 6 years, we won't need them, because you ain't gonna be able to hit nobody.
Well, but we may need somebody for flag football. Somebody might
Krill ankle.
Krill ankle pull muscle.
Yeah.
But athletic trainers is something that
Should have been a long time ago.
Yeah, I
Should already
agree.
been in.
because you got people doing tape jobs that don't know what they're doing.
Right.
And
You think
says
Texas
again-
high school football, when they go out there and play in them big stadiums, do you think they got a trainer over there?
Yeah, I'd say they've got a team of doctors probably. Well, one of the spokesmen for the Athletic Trainer Association actually made a comment that most of the schools don't even have a spine board. I thought that would include just about every school I know of in the state of Virginia.
Yes.
we rely on EMT personnel, and that's something.
And that's good
we
for our
mentioned that.
county.
Yeah.
They come to our
They're
games
there,
and they're there,
yes.
and that's big.
But what a lot of people don't know, I think we mentioned this earlier on.
If we had a team trainer these days, nobody played it. I wouldn't be no better
I'll be a
trainer.
trainer.
That's right.
Well, I reckon he'd be the busiest man alive, but you do not have to have an ambulance on scene or on site
No.
during a football game. Did you know that?
I did not
It
know
is
that.
not a rule. You do not have to have one. People always say you got to have one. No, you don't. There is no rule anywhere that says you have to have one. Of course, it's always been customary that we try to have one or two on call or one on site.
But I didn't learn that till this year.
Yeah, I didn't either, and I was brought to that.
I believe we delayed a few games because
That was probably was that a meeting you didn't attend or something? I don't know, but anyhow, that's a couple of things that in the big talk segment that we have here, and that's all I've got. Unless you guys got anything else. Good. All right. Up next, we will recognize our Bellacino's Player of the Week. We'll be back right after this.
He missed.
All right, folks, welcome back to the show. Thanks to Bellacino's Pizzas and Grinders. Stop by Bellacino's each week. At this time, Bellacino's sponsors our Bellacino's Player of the Week. And this week, our Player of the Week is from Twin Valley High School. And, Coach, I'm going to turn it over to you.
All right, guys. Twin Valley pulled off a big win this week and much needed win. Actually, I think this guy, I've seen this guy in the paper before. He's been a big part of their offense and a big part of their team. And looks like he carried them in the second half up there by rushing for 189 yards on 18 carries and 2 touchdowns. Mr. Isaiah Boyd, and we're going to welcome him onto the show at this time.
Welcome to the show.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, man.
There you go.
Well, man, it was a big night for you guys, and looks like y'all got rolling a little bit in the second half. And just tell us a little bit about that game.
Well, started off a little bit slower. It was tied at halftime. Then we came out and did pretty good on both sides of the ball during the second half, especially offensively. The line blocked very well, and just overall a really good team win.
Right. A big explosion there, putting the 14 at halftime and then 54 at the end of the game. So it sounds like you guys got it together, and it's a big win for y'all. Coach, you got anything?
Yeah, I know you and Matt Lester packed the ball a little bit more. I was talking to coaches today at school, and they said y'all seem to work pretty well together. One's not blocking, one of you blocking for the other one or whatever. It seemed like you guys are making a pretty good tandem, and we was talking during lunch about maybe Coach may have found something with you two guys in there. Just keep feeding you guys the ball. You're nothing fancy, no flash or anything, but how do you and Matt work together? You've been playing ball together for a long time?
Oh, yeah, we've been playing ball together since we were real little, and we've been buddies for many years and just have that chemistry. I think we
That
do.
trust, right?
Yeah, I think we work well together.
Yeah, that's another thing Coach Mitch said. One knows that the other one will block for him.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that means a whole
It
lot.
does.
It means a whole lot when you know the fellow sitting beside of you will pick up a block and won't just let him run by.
Right.
And look out blocks. You got anything, Coach?
Yeah, again, and I'm not being, this game, after having 60 yards of offense last week and then to come out, did you prepare any different during the week, or just you didn't want to repeat that
Oh, yeah, that was definitely
Northwood game?
Yeah, that was definitely an off night for us. We just left it in the past and worked hard to come back the next week.
And it showed. I mean, 54
Yeah.
points. I'm talking over, 400 yards probably total offense,
Yeah.
close to it, and from 60. That's, like I said, congratulations. It's a big win. And, I got to throw us in there. Back in Van Sant, you know where Van Sant School used to be?
I don't don't think so.
Have you ever been in Food City?
Yeah.
Well, right there is where me and your dad dominated 2-on-2 football with them old turbos when they come out. I bet we didn't lose for about a month. So that's where you get all you don't. Your daddy didn't play, but
Oh, yeah.
he was one of the best football players that didn't play because we dominated at Van Sant School. But congratulations.
I appreciate it.
Great. Hey, real thing, real quick, just for everybody back at Twin Valley, rank the top 4 prettiest girls in school there.
I don't know.
You watch it, he's gonna say that. More, he's speaking more. He said, no.
I just want to put a little bit of pressure on you before we got done here. I will add this though. Your grandpa, coached. I think he coached you too, didn't he? Little League or Pee Wee at Van Sant.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I now remember him coaching, but I don't know if I played for him.
Okay, well, I
But he
know,
was.
I did, and I know football's always been a big thing for him, important for him. I know he's proud of you too, and congratulations on having a great game. Hopefully, we found a little 1-2 punch there we might be able to do something with remaining games on the.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Just bring him on the show.
All right, folks, welcome back to the show. And we'd like to thank the folks at Grundy Auto Sales for sponsoring this segment of the program. As usual, each week at this time, we try to stump the Crig. And we're back at it, and we'll try it one more time. As most of you know, I have an envelope here, and this envelope has been hermetically sealed and placed in a bank vault for the last 7 days. It has been under the watchful care of security for the last 48 hours, armed security. And it was delivered just a couple of hours ago by Brink's Armored Truck. And we now have the envelope. I haven't read the question. You haven't seen the question. Is that correct?
I have not.
He has not.
I
So
have
here we
not.
go. Once again, let's see if we can stump the Crig. All right. Here we go. Here's the question. Oh, you're a fan
C.
of the C. No, the answer's not C. You're a fan of the Wizard of Oz.
Love it.
Love it.
One
So
of my
this,
favorite
you'll
movies.
appreciate this
So
question.
this will be easy.
Yeah, you know, most people
It
don't.
really was no it really was no miracle. What happened was just this: the wind began to hiss, the house to pitch, and suddenly the window started to unhitch. Just then, the witch, riding on her broomstick, thumbing for a hitch.
See?
Then a munchkin's coming out. Oh, I'm a
That's good stuff right there.
Can't-
All right. Well,
can't make it up,
speaking
can
of the witch, here we go. If the Wicked Witch of the West melts when you throw water on her, then please explain how did she ever take a bath?
Now what? If she melts,
All right,
when,
if she melts when you throw water on her,
Yeah.
how did she ever bathe?
that's how you kill them. They melt them with water.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's easy. She didn't bathe. She had gangrene all over. Right?
Yes,
She was green.
Green, yeah.
So she didn't bathe.
Well, it makes sense to me. I've seen people with green elbows before, I guess.
They didn't bathe or put lotion on. You put the lotion on the skin. What's that off of?
I don't know. So you're telling us that she had gangrene because she didn't bathe.
That's right. So water never touched her until Dorothy got her.
That makes sense to me. I can live with that.
Oh,
You live
boy,
with
I
that.
live with it.
Well,
You can't tell.
as usual, the powers that be have inserted a second question. They're upping the ante a little bit, trying to stump the Crig.
Yeah, boy.
Here we go. Why is there no pine or apple in pineapple? And keep in mind, last week we talked about
Now
grapefruits.
what?
Why is there no pine and no apple in pineapple? It's called a pineapple. There's no pine in it and there's no apple in it.
Yeah, there's pine in it.
Okay.
Don't you know when you eat a pineapple and you get that little string stuck in your teeth?
Yeah.
Like those, them are pine cones that's in them. Cooked.
Cooked,
Or fermented or whatever.
terminated.
What is it?
I don't know.
When you jar it. You jar it and that's how them old people do it.
What about the apple?
The apple, just, it's the juice.
God, man, it's chaos.
Apples is the juice.
Hang on a minute, this is just like crazy. All right. What are we talking about, jars?
Mason jars, like them old people used to can stuff.
So people can pineapple.
Not now. Now they make pineapples out of machine. They can put the pine cone in there and you not even see it.
I feel dumber now than I was a minute ago.
I believe we've stumped it.
No, you didn't.
No, I don't.
The apple. They squeeze the apple juice in it. Well, the pine cone is the yellow part,
Oh, okay.
and then they take that pine cone and they roll it up, and then put that dye on it to make it yellow. Then they put that apple juice all over it, and you got your pineapple.
I guess
Easy, boy.
Easy stuff. Once again, we have failed to stump the Crig, and I don't know if we wouldn't know if we did. I don't know.
Yeah, we wouldn't.
Anyhow, we appreciate folks at Grundy Auto Sales for sponsoring this segment of the program. We'll be back right after this with our IGA top. IGA top 5.
Hey, you took something out of my pen.
Let me have
That's good.
We need to wait. Dude,
Yeah.
Thought you was gonna get stumped.
actually, let me get my top 5 here.
All right, folks, welcome back to the show. Special thanks to Hurley IGA, Dotson's IGA, located in
Oh,
Hurley,
no, I
Virginia. Don't forget to stop by and check them folks out. As you've seen in the commercial there, they have a wide selection of vegetable trays, meat trays, fruit trays, anything that you need for your party or your event that's coming up. Stop by and see them. And of course, they got wide selection of produce and other groceries there as well. And of course, the best meat selection in all of the land. So stop by and see them there at Dotson's IGA in Hurley.
Boys, I know you get tired of hearing it, but you can't beat IGA's meat, and that's a guarantee.
Guaranteed from the man himself.
And if you know, ask the Wise football team. Tell them, boys, you can't beat IGA's meat.
All right. All right, well, here we go, gentlemen. We'll be on the clock. We've got 90 seconds each to make an argument as to why our top 5 is the best or what have you. And
Well, I'm going first.
you want to go first,
Yeah.
Coach? All right. You got him on the clock there, a pistol.
All right, boys, let's go with this double A here at number 5. I got the Union Bears still at number 5. They squeaked by Gate City.
Are they not undefeated?
Yeah, but they got to do more. They got to prove more to me so I can move them up there. Y Central at number 4. Graham at number 3. Big R at number 2. Big R's number 2, boys. Hey, they got cheated this week.
Okay.
Bulldogs.
They got cheated. And number 1 is the Dynasty Crew.
Oh, about that.
Ridgeview Wolfpack.
About that old Uncle Si in the game, Gary.
But yeah, boys, Union's got to do a little more.
Got to look up.
Man, they
One
got
of
to
my
do
people
more.
points this week.
Got to do more. No, they didn't. They won by 12 or 14.
14, you're right. I'm sorry.
And they got outscored in the second half.
Okay, that's good
Okay.
enough argument for me, I guess. One.
Polier, baby, you're the man. Polier from Brandy, Boston. All right, single A, guys. I got a little shake-up.
Uh-oh.
Grundy out, Hurley in. I got Hurley at number 5, guys. 5 guys, good rest. Burton at number 4. Chihai at 3. PH at 2. And my boys over at Nares at Pembroke at number 1. And I think they go visit Holston this week, 1 versus 1 in the top of the regions.
Pretty good. pretty good matchup. I think Narrows will roll with them. But 133, that's pretty good there. 93 seconds. Still penalize you 4 points there for going over. Don't know
Did
why
I go
4.
over?
Yeah, 3 seconds over.
I think Pistol started.
You want me to go next?
You go.
All right, I'll go next. You ready, Pistol? I'm on the clock. All right, we'll start with 2A. At 2A, I got Y Central at number 5. I think they're moving right along and still in a position where they're going to be by playoff time, a tough team to deal with. I got the Tazewell Bulldogs sitting at number 4. Their big win against Princeton solidified by a decision to place them in the top 5. And then I've got the Graham G-Ben at number 3. That's questionable. They could move up a little bit. I think they could either at least move up one more spot. Ridgeview Wolfpack at number 2. And number 1, I've got the Bears, the Union Bears, number 1. They're 5-0. I think they've done proving themselves, as Coach Tester says. All right, and over to 1A real quick. 1A, I've got the Honaker Tigers sliding in at number 5. Honaker Tigers under Coach Doug Hubbard. Big win against Grundy this past week. Bumped Grundy out of the top 5. I got the Hurley Rebels at number 4. A little bit of pressure on Hurley. They get this big win. Them and Grundy, one of them could be in, and one of them could be back out in my top 5 based on how they perform. Hurley gets the win, and they're going to put some pressure on Honaker for that district championship. Number 3, I've got the Chilhowee Warriors, the Chilhowee Warriors. And number 2, I got the NARS Green Wave. NARS Green Wave. And coming in number 1, I got Malibu Mark Palmer and the Patrick Henry Rebels still sitting at number 1. Minute 27, give myself plus 10,000 points for coming under 9.
10,000. Gosh, you keep upping it.
All right, Coach Tester, clock.
All right, I'm going to start with 2A at number 5. I got the Central Wise Warriors, head coach Luke Owens. We'll see more of what we made of this week against Abilene. It's going to be a tough test.
It'll be tough.
At number 4, I got Coach Krieger's Tazewell Bulldogs. You know you love them.
Big win for him. Big upset this
I
week.
can't help it that he keeps hating on you guys, but
I
he
don't
does.
hate, man. Big upset. Good win. I
Good
congratulated him.
Come on, man. All right, number 3, I got Tony Palmer's Graham G-Men. They could still move up. Anybody in this top 3 I got could slide in either place. Number 2, I got Travis Turner's Union Bears coming in at number 2. And we'll see who's the real deal next week when these two meet. And number 1, I still got the Duck Dynasty crew over on Rose Ridge chasing that Atkins dot. And so got the Wolfpack in at number 1. Number 5 after this week, I got Homeacre bumping in at number 5. I got the John I. Burton Raiders still at number 4. I got Malibu Mark Palmer and the Patrick Henry Rebels at number 3. And I got the Chilhowee Warriors at number 2. And number 1 is still the Narrows Green Wave and Coach Kelly Lowe. But guys, I don't know, like if we're including Galax, I don't know if we are, but
Well, we can't because they'd be
they're the
number
top
1.
team.
Yeah.
They're the top team in my book around here. So
They the
But
team to beat.
yep,
That's what it looks like.
I mean, you pretty lined up pretty well there on
we know what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, you do.
it. All right. Well, that's what we got. Minute 35 seconds. You came in 5 seconds over time. That's pretty good. I give you negative. What did I give you?
No, he stopped
3?
out. He stopped when I was talking about
Pistol.
Galax, so that was done out of the.
So you think you got in under 90 seconds, Pistol?
No.
All right, and I'll give you plus 2 points. All right. So that's plus
And then
10,000 for
win
me.
now, I'm equal with y'all.
Yeah. All right, that's it for IGA Top 5. We'll be back with our Buchanan General Hospital Pigskin Prognostications.
Prognostication. Is that what the
All right, welcome back to the show. Thanks to Buchanan General Hospital for sponsoring this segment of the program. It's now time for our pigskin prognostications. Gentlemen,
Why is it that? Ain't that what the doctor does to you when you go?
That's a proctologist.
Oh, I don't know. Every week you say it, and I
No.
don't need mine checked.
Now, my PSA came back pretty good the other day, matter of fact, 0.5. Appreciate it, Doc. Anyhow, moving along here. Gentlemen, last week, I was 7-3. Coach Krieger, 6-4. Slacking a little bit there. Coach Tester, 7-3. Overall, Coach Krieger and I both are tied at 34-16. And Coach Tester, 33-17. So we're still right there.
Y'all cheated me a game or so there.
All right. So let's take a look at this week's games. Coach Krieger, are you ready?
Yeah, if I can find them.
He can find them. Organization is not his skill.
That's just technology, boss. I got them right here. Old Barney boys got them right here.
Remember, we got 10 games coming up here.
Yeah, we got more than 10.
I was,
on here.
while he's gathering up the information here, remind everyone to please go to the YouTube page as you're watching this show and hit the subscribe button. Hit it, the subscribe button. Hit it. Like, punch it. Hit it. Okay, we need as many as
I
we can
did
get
that
on
one time.
there.
It told me to log in and everything.
Well, you may have to create an account, but it's well worth
Make it up, and please help us out on
Yeah,
that.
make up several accounts and subscribe. We don't.
Yeah.
All right, Coach, ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
right,
First
here we go.
game on the docket, Y Central at Abingdon.
Well, this can be a tough one here. Go ahead, Greg.
You don't want Big Luke. You don't want to make you mad.
I really don't. I really don't. But you say you're banged up pretty good. I didn't know that. I mean, and that worries me a little bit. Maybe, but I hate to pick against my meat beaters over there, boys. I mean, I really do.
Lord forgive us. Go ahead.
I guess I'm gonna have to go with the Abingdon Falcons, guys.
All right.
Abingdon
Thank
Falcons.
God we got that over with. All right, I'm going with the wine and cheesers, boys. Abingdon in this one.
I don't.
We got there, Coach.
Well, I really want to see what we're made of and see how we do. And we are banged up a little bit, but I like our changes.
I think you got a good chance.
I do too.
I like our changes,
I
and
do
I'm going
too.
to go with the Wise Warriors on this.
All right.
All right, next game, guys. We've got. Let's see. Paintsville, Kentucky, at Union Station.
At Union. Notice this, Union ain't going to Paintsville.
No,
That's right.
and I'm going with Union.
That's what I
I'm
figured.
going with Union. They got to prove stuff, boys, but I don't know. But they better beat Paintsville by about 30, and then I might think about moving them up there to number 4. They got to prove stuff. They proved yet.
To me,
They
they're
run the team, man, and play good defense, so they're not going to blow the scoreboard up.
the Bears.
Easy one.
I don't know if it's going to be easy.
Easy. They can't tackle Polier.
Okay, let me put it this way. Paintsville beat Pikeville, Kentucky. Who did Pikeville beat 2 weeks
This
ago?
week, did they beat them this year?
Yes,
Where they beat them at?
at Pikeville. Guess who Pikeville beat a couple weeks ago?
Who?
Belfry.
You got that twisted. I don't believe it's Paintsville they beat.
Paintsville beat Pikeville, I think.
Nah.
Who cares? Let's move on.
I'm just saying it ain't going to be easy. Cheesy.
Union Bears.
All right, guys, we got Graham at Princeton.
That's tough.
Tazewell just beat Princeton, didn't he?
Yes.
Big win, Taz. Big upset. Good job. Congratulations, Tazewell. Graham wins by 50.
You got the G-Bird. I'm gonna take the G-Men in this one. I think they've got Princeton gonna handle them very well.
Is that a big rival game?
Not
Not
as
really.
big, no.
All right, I'm going with Coach Palmer and the G-Men.
I'm going to put this one on there, boys.
Go for it.
Lebanon at Marion.
God,
Y'all picking this one first.
Marion.
I'll go with Coach Smith and the Scarlet Hurricane. A little bit of loyalty to them. So I have to.
I'm going where it's being played at Marion. I'm going to go with Marion, but I don't think it's going to be easy.
No, I don't either.
It's not going to be easy. How many is that? 4.
Yep. It's a Marion.
All right. Now we got Chilhowie at Virginia High. Bolton, I know what y'all going to say. Chilhowie. I'll go ahead and pick mine. I know y'all going to talk.
I wasn't going to say that, but now that you said it, I believe it will.
I'm going to say Virginia High keeps it close in the first half.
Who you picking?
Chill out.
Okay. That's bad.
Chill High over here, boys. I went over, I told you, first time out, I lived in Chill High. I went down to the barber shop on Saturday in there, and I made the comment, told them fellas I just moved to Chill High, and they all looked at me. They said, Chill High. And they corrected me real quick. I loved it what time I lived over there, but I learned real fast how to pronounce it. Go ahead.
All right, boys. The battle of the #1 in Region D and #1 in Region C, I think. Is that right?
Well,
Who you talking about?
Holston. Nares at Holston.
I don't think Holston's there now.
I'd say they after dropping that game this week.
It don't matter. Right now, they're #1
Okay.
until tomorrow.
Narrows.
You got Nars? I'm going to take the Green Wave big.
I'm taking Nares.
Nars big in this one.
All right. Castlewood at Northwood.
Castlewood.
Castlewood.
Wood.
Castlewood.
Wood.
I'm taking
the
the wood. Taking the
will
wood
win.
in this one. Yeah, I'm going to go Castlewood. What you guys got?
Castlewood.
Okay.
East Side at John I. Burton.
Oh, it's easy. Easy.
Go.
I got Burton. I got the Raiders.
Burton. Go ahead. Pick them.
I'm gonna go with
You ain't
North.
got it in you.
Gonna go with
You
North.
got it.
I'm
Ain't
gonna
no
go
dog,
with
ain't no
Burton.
egg.
Burton's coming off a bye week.
No dog in you.
You like that, didn't you? You like that, didn't you? I said you. I said, don't forget, I ain't scared of you. All right, we got, how many is that?
That's 8. Big Blue Wind Machine play anybody this week?
We got. Oh, shit, how many? Oh, God. We gonna pick Jenkins at Twin Springs. Who you got?
Well, as I tell you, I like Jenkins chances.
I bet you Jenkins don't even show up. No, we ain't gonna pick that one.
Hey, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's messed up, boy. God bless you. All right.
All right, boys. I got a couple. We're only gonna pick 10 games. We got all right, guys. We've got Radford at Richlands.
Let's pick it, boys. Let's get
Big R. I'm going with the Big R.
Which one?
Radford.
The only Big R they are.
Are you serious?
The Big R they are. Coach Mance gets 201
Are you serious?
at Herney Hicks.
Ernie Hicks.
Hernia Hicks.
Ernie.
Ern Hicks.
Who did Radford play last week? Who did they beat?
Giles.
Whew, I'll let you pick it. Radford, Richlands. Then I'll pick.
Crig went with Richlands.
The game is at
Richland.
Richlands.
I'm going to go with the Big R. Blue Tornadoes. Going
I'm
with the
telling
Blue
you,
Tornadoes.
boys.
Well, I could shake things up right here in our pick 'em real fast.
But you ain't.
But I ain't going
I knew he was going
I
to
ain't going to do it.
Big R?
Big R. I'll take Big R. I would have picked Radford had it not been for last week's performance by Richlands. So I can't believe I'm doing it. I said early on I would not.
I tell you, see, boys, I've got them. Just keep on. Keep
Boys,
on. chugging.
I'm going to shake it up. I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going with Radford.
Well, good.
I think Radford's. I just think.
All right, we're going to pick these 2 games
You can't-
too.
you can't
We've got
pick
3
last
more
one like
games
you
left, and I know it puts us over 10, but we're going to pick them. Gate City at George Wythe.
That'd be a good ball game.
Gate City, house right. I'm going to Gate City.
Gate City.
Yeah, let's keep everybody happy here. Yeah, I'll go Gate City on that one. I think the quality of who they play.
All right, next game. Tazewell at Honeacre. You all go first.
Boys, that'd be a tough one. At Honeacre?
At Honeacre.
Those guys playing. That's hurt.
Does it matter?
Boys, I can't believe this. Who you gonna pick?
The Bulldogs. Tazewell Bulldogs.
Well, I think with the injuries, that it could be a major hindrance to Tassel. But you know they're quick, they're fast. I think they're just a step ahead of Honeacre. Honeacre's going to be very well prepared. Good ball game to spend your money and go watch. I'm going to take the Bulldogs.
Boys, I've said it all year.
Honeacre.
I've said it all year. Big win last week for Honeacre Tigers. Big win.
Oh, yeah.
But with the big upset that Tazewell just pulled off, the big upset that they pulled off, I'm going, with the Tazewell Bulldogs.
God, my boy.
Tazewell Bulldogs.
It's been
Speed.
It's been a year in the making. 2 years.
It's first time.
And he's finally picked the Bulldogs.
First
I'll
time.
guarantee you they'll look.
You gonna wear some green before it's over.
All right, folks. Well, there's our picks.
No. We got the game of the week.
Oh.
Don't you forget the game of the week.
Okay, yeah, God, yeah.
The Clift
They're going to the cliff.
coming to
It
the
ain't at the cliff.
no.
Is that-
The Clift coming to the mountainside.
The Clift is coming to Nelson
Memorial
Memorial
Field.
Field.
You want me to pick first, boys?
Go for it.
The Mighty Wave let me down last week, big time. I'm gonna go with the Hurley Rebels.
Hurley Rebels. I'm going to pick the Hurley Rebels in this one. I think they've got the edge. The fact that Grundy's playing at home is going to give Grundy a little bit of a home field advantage. Twin Valley's not playing this week, so everybody in Buchanan County will be there. So if you want to steal something, it'll be a good time to do it. Most people will be away from their homes and everything, so the place will be cram-packed.
Melicinos will be open
Melicinos
after
will
the
be
game.
open after
so
the game.
Stop by.
So it's I'm going with the Rebels in this one, though.
Guys, I'll be the first to admit, the first of the season, I said Grundy, I didn't, not a knock on them, but I didn't think they would win 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
They surprised me. I didn't think they were good enough to go to Honeacre and win. This is a very interesting game. I think Hurley's better up front, and I think Hurley can control the football, and I think they're going to come out of there with the win. I think it's going to be a close ball game, but I'm going with the Hurley Rebels.
All right. Across the board, Hurley Rebels in their game of the week. So a lot of tough picks there. So we'll find out. That'll be a good game to go catch, though. By the way, that's for sure. Anything else before we close out the show? Any parting shots or anything of that nature?
Brandy Bostic, I apologize. And I apologize to Polier. And I understand why you're upset because, it's probably what they say about my wife. My wife chose to be a Crigger. And
Lord,
love you hard. I know you have to live with him, but you chose to be a Bostic, Corey Bostic. Love his heart, boy. Somebody loves him out there. Somebody loves him. I'm so sorry. Polier, do it to it this week, buddy.
Anything you got, Coach?
I'm good.
No more musical.
If you want to stump to Crig, ask me that question.
No.
All right, got anything else? All right, until
Bengals are on in about, they're off. Sorry.
until next time, I'm Coach Moore.
Coach Tester.
Coach Krieger.
Asking you this question. Think about it till next time. Are eyebrows considered facial hair? Good day.
actual drop. The quarterback